Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube video of my informative speech. Today I will talk about one of the most well-known and used techniques that is used to new subjects and to improve studies, one of the effective ways. I want to start with a question. Have you ever faced with a time when you think that you know a subject very well, but in the exam you face with some questions that you don't know the answers, you haven't thought about them, and in the end, maybe in the end you end up with grades lower than you expected? Probably your answer is yes, because this is the case that most of ADU students face, because ADU University is well known with its difficult exams and instructors and structure. Central idea of this video, I will provide it with a quote first, then I will explain it. The quote is by one of the famous physicists, Richard Feynman, who also won the Nobel Prize. He says that if you want to master something, teach it. This means that if you know a subject very well, or if you teach a subject, let's say, this means you know the subject very well, or vice versa. If you know the subject very well, this means that you can teach it easily. Specific purpose of the video is to inform ADU students, my main audience, who face with difficulties on their studies, and this will also help their friends too. Before going to the ideas, the main body, I want to tell something why you should listen to me. You should listen to me because I have expertise both in teaching and in education. I have taught at ADA University as a peer tutor calculus course. If I teach this means I know about this topic very well. And another thing is my education. I have high academic results at ADA University. These two factors means that I have some expertise in the field and I can talk about it. The first body of my speech is about how the technique works and how it can benefit you. The technique works as the following. First, you choose a topic to talk about. Then you explain it to yourself, or if you have a friend or group of friends, explain it to them. In the third part, while explaining it to yourself or to your friends, you will realize that there are some parts that you don't know well about. You cannot explain them, or even though you explain them, you are not satisfied with your explanation. After realizing these parts, you will go over the parts again. You will read them, revise them, and you will come back and explain it again. This goes as a cycle. You will do this cycle till the time when you think that you already know the topic and there are no parts that you cannot explain. This benefits you. Why? Because you will realize which parts you don't know and you will work on these parts. And if you face in exams with such kind of questions, you will be prepared beforehand. If you try it one time, you will see that it's very useful. Second part of my speech is about how this benefits your friends. It benefits them in the following way. As you explain it, let's say to a friend, the friend will ask some questions that he or she does not know. You will answer them. It benefits you in this way. Why? Because these questions may be asked to you during the exam, and the questions will help you to know better about this part. And your friend will also know because you will provide an answer to him or her. This relation is a mutual benefit relation. Both of you will benefit in the end. I also currently, even though I don't work as peer tutor anymore, I gather with my students and I help them, which benefits me a lot. In conclusion, using the Feynman technique, the technique is called Feynman Technique. Using this technique helps you and your friends, generally, your well-being, overall your environment to become better and more qualitative. And I will end with a quote. The quote is by me. The key to getting high grades is not by having higher IQ or by being a hard worker person. It comes primarily by the fact that how qualitative methods you have to study. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.